time to start the show. Off the top rope, 4-figure leg lock. Ric Flair with the chest chop. Haters wonder why I never tap out. A young king like DeMarcus. Undertaker with a coffin. Choke slam so often. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Man, the boy keep flossing.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Wrestling with Things. And if you like sports and entertainment, you came to the right place. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Wrestling with Things and like our Facebook page at Wrestling with Things to keep up with all our episodes on the sports and entertainment world. David Joseph, joined by Eleno Cuevas. He is back and he recovers faster than anybody we know. He was just gone for temporarily, but he's back and better than ever. Sammy Joseph is here as usual. So let's get right into it, guys. Everybody has an opinion on this because it's kind of a societal issue within the wrestling world. The first ever, well, not an issue, but a societal debate. The first ever women's pay-per-view, all women's pay-per-view, is coming up in October 28th, Nassau Coliseum, New York, a pretty big wrestling market. Sammy, you've been vocal about this. I'm going to let you give your take first. Do you think this event could succeed, and what's your reaction to it?
Look, it's an easily strategy I see Vince McMahon doing, because the Saudi Arabia thing, they didn't get to be there, so he said, okay, here's a gift, and forget about everything that happened before. But I have nothing against women wrestling. I actually enjoy women wrestling way more than I ever have. I can actually sit down and watch a full...
You'd be lying if you said you did.
I can actually sit down and watch a full women match now, because before they were just known for, taking clothes off and stuff. But now, I really don't see a full women's show having the same type of, viewer rate that a regular pay-per-view would have, because let's face it, they're the stuff in the middle. They're like, you ever taste the Oreo? They're like that white stuff in the middle.
That's one of the best parts, bro.
I will be honest. I know that it's just a bunch of chocolate cookies.
Nah, I like the chocolate cookie. I really, for me, I like.
That was a bad analogy.
That was terrible.
The cream makes the Oreo.
Okay, all right, but
and I
like the pickles on the sandwich. You know what I mean?
You got that. I take my pickles off. I take my pickles off.
You know what I mean? Like,
but they're not pickles.
Sometimes you're in the mood for it, sometimes you're not. That's how they really are.
Okay.
So I don't really see a full-on women's show succeeding the same way a regular show.
So overall, your concern is depth. If I peel back all this craziness, it sounds like your concerns.
There's really no major attraction for them.
If we want to be fair, this is the deepest they've been in forever. But let me
attraction-wise,
I think top to bottom, this is the deepest they've been. If you count the women,
that big woman, was that big one?
Nia Jax,
she's pretty good. She's not an attraction.
Let me hear your reaction to.
You never tune into a show and say, "Oh, where's Nia Jax?"
I actually like to see her.
When I do tune in, I like when I
do. You forget she's even there.
No, I really like her.
You're not missing her if she's not there.
But she is there, so it adds.
She's there. She's okay. She's good to watch.
All right. What I think is that I get what you're saying. It's not going to have the same effect. It's not going to have the same numbers as an original pay-per-view with names like I said, like Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, John Cena. None of them. Ambrose, but of course, but in all actuality, it just might. You want to know why? No, I can explain why.
For one night only, man.
One night only. This is the first time ever women's pay-per-view. They're selling it already. The first night.
That's
one
an
night
attraction
only.
in and
it's
of
an
itself.
attraction of itself. Even the fans that you think don't want to watch a bunch of women fight.
People like you are going to be there to watch them fail, and then there's going to be people like that support them.
Even people that are going to be there to support them. People are going to be there to be like, let me see how this is, because this is the first women's fight. So I think it's going to be a successful thing, and once it shows its success and the ratings go up, it's gonna continue to do it.
You gotta consider, man. Most of the market of WWE is young teenage kids, boys, that are in like the middle age of 13, 14, 15.
So what you're telling me,
I bet you
young
their favorite
boys don't want to watch women.
That's another factor
I'm not
that plays
saying
into
that.
it, the sex appeal.
Yeah, but come on, let's not sit here and act like it's like the attitude era, and then they're watching what they're watching. It's not the same.
Hold on,
it's not the same. Nobody's gonna want them to just fight.
Hey, hold on. The floor is
lingerie match.
Hold on, the floor is mine here. Listen, WWE is at its best when it mirrors what society is doing. Back in the attitude era, you're right. Bra, panties, being a rebel, anti-hero. They reflected that because they were adapting to the times. Now, like it or not, this is the more social media PC era where everybody has a say, and Elena alluded to it, author the Me Too movement. There's so many things empowering women. I see nothing,
right now,
and like it or not, they're making strides in what the things they're doing. They're proving that they can do what the men do, and they can do more. They're more than sex symbols, and they are more than what they. And hold on, I'm not done yet. Hell, I know we play 2K, but NBA Live 19 is about to put in a feature where you could create a female basketball player. Scandal's successful, Empire successful primarily because to Taraji P. Henson, we're seeing stories being told with women as the main character, and we're seeing success when stories and things are being used through the perspective of women. So I see no reason why, if done right, WWE can't make this a success. I see no reason why. It's deeper than ever. You got Ronda, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Nia. You're going to have the legends sprinkled in. They're not going to be a huge part of the show, but they're going to be sprinkled in. They have depth.
Dave, this is a mainstream sport. You know what I'm saying? This is a mainstream sport. In mainstream sports, the women's side is always just the appetizing side. NBA, WNBA, football, female NBA.
Even
it
always gets the others starting to support the WNBA.
Yeah, but it's not as big of a draw. There's no LeBron. There's no.
You're right. They don't make as much money. You know what I'm saying? You know what? They're getting better.
But
that's what it is about.
You're right. It is about progress. But a full-on show, nobody's really gonna. People will tune in, but the main core fans, they're gonna look at it like, okay, my favorite's in here.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, the first ever, keep this in mind. I know we're running out of time. Keep this in mind. Last year, Triple H, people thought Triple H was crazy. He implemented the Mae Young Classic, that first ever 30 women, all women tournament. It wasn't an event, but it was a tournament that was going through the summer. One of the highest rated things on the WWE network.
It was. It got buzz.
Why wouldn't? The facts are the facts, man. Why wouldn't the all women's event succeed if that tournament?
It's gonna work, bro.
It got
people will go.
Think about it. It got buzz.
Don't sleep on them. I see men every day on Twitter that support women's wrestling more than you would.
Yeah, it's all.
That's all I'm saying.
I have nothing against them. They're gonna get their buzz. They're gonna get a little chatter here and there, but it's not gonna have that same lasting effects. I don't even see this lasting.
Women, I need you to chime in on the comment section. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Wrestling with Things and like our Facebook page at Wrestling with Things.
We love you, women.
We do.